have not talked to the camera in so long, so it almost feels a little weird doing this, but welcome to another video. I know it's been a minute. Today well, right now I'm actually at Disney's Old Key West Resort, walking around. I'm going to meet up with a friend for brunch and then head over to Epcot, which I've been up since 7 a.m. booking my Genie Plus, my Lightning Lanes, and all that crazy stuff that you kind of need to do to have a day at Disney now. This is going to be a very spontaneous Epcot trip. I bought the ticket like 2 days ago, so I'm really going to ride Guardians is like my biggest item I would like to check off my list today. I was there back in March, which you can check out that vlog if you would like to see how that trip went. And that was during the Flower and Garden Festival. I can never remember that name of that thing. If you watch that vlog, you will see me stumble over the name like a million times. But that's the plan for today. Gonna go to Epcot and kind of see like how much I can do without really having like planned it super in advance. For this video, I really want to focus on like kind of how Genie Plus and Lightning Lane and all like the new changes to Disney really affect your day as you go. So that's kind of what I'll be looking at exploring today at Epcot. Alright, I'm here with Heaven for a little bit, and then where are we? We're in the new Moana Journey of Water, I think so. Yes, this is like one of the first things that's opened in like a big center area where they're doing a bunch of construction right now. And it looks cute. It's like a walkthrough, and we'll show you around. The Epcot Mall. Yeah, I mean it's cute.
Yes, very cute.
Wow, you can learn about nature. Did you walk through the water?
Yes!
It's a journey of water, I guess. There's even a bathroom on the way. All forms of water. Just in case.
And there's the feeding.
Oh! I love that. Alright, so I guess being in Moana, we had summoned the rain. So we got a little bit of a sprinkle. But it looks like it's clearing up now, which is good. I think if I was a kid, or if I had a kid, I would have probably enjoyed it a little bit more.
For sure.
You know, if you're not familiar with the water cycle, it's a good place to learn.
Oh yeah.
But it was cute. There's some nice interactive features. But I think one walkthrough is all I need to be satisfied with it.
I think so.
That's cute though. And then, what, we're thinking Figment next?
Yes, Figment.
Sounds good. I've never done that one, but I've heard lots of things about it.
It's one of my favorites.
I'm glad I'm going with the expert.
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Imagination is the brain of an house.
Imagination is just telling your brain upside down. It's time to get back to the Institute. I know a shortcut.
Alright, I just experienced Journey to Imagination with Figment for the first time. It was something, I'll tell you that. I can see why it has like this kind of weird connotation with it. Yeah. As someone who's been on it more than I have, how would you review that ride?
I personally love it. It's definitely not something that you would expect, but Figment's a cute little guy and he's always fun to see.
It gives me like Cat in the Hat vibes kind of towards the end.
I can see that.
From Universal. Yeah, it was okay. I don't feel more imaginative or more inspired to be imaginative, I guess. I don't know. It did feel dated during some points during the ride. You can tell it's been updated because they have the screens in there, but I don't feel enticed to experience it again, I will say.
I can get that.
All right, here in Epcot, we have our first sample of the Food and Wine Festival. We went to the Spain booth and we got the charcuterie in a cup and seafood salad. All right, here's my take. I thought the charcuterie was too spicy for me. The seafood salad, it was good. It's seafood. If you like seafood, I think you'll like it. What's your take on these items?
I think the charcuterie in a cup has too many olives. I'm not a big fan of them in general, whether they're in a charcuterie cup or not. I also think it is very spicy. I don't know what type of seasoning that they put in it, but it does have a little bit of a spice.
I was deceived. I know. Here, take it closer. Like I want to say wasabi. I'm sure it's on the sign or something,
we
but
just didn't read it.
Yeah.
But the seafood salad is delicious.
Nice. Yeah, on the charcuterie cup, there was only one like thing of.
Yeah.
It looked like prosciutto. Yeah, it looked like there was only like one thing of meat on the top, which I think I was hoping there would be a little more of that.
Yeah.
Feel like a whole board,
For
but
$6, almost $7. I feel like there should be more than just olives.
Valid. Having us to head out for the day, but thank you for vlogging, for hanging out at Epcot, and good luck with everything you encounter in the rest of your day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. Now has come to the time of the day where all of my lightning lanes are like right in a row. So right now I'm heading back to Soarin', which is not soaring around the world right now. Right now it's soaring over California. So I've not seen that since I was at California's Adventure when I was like 11 or 12. So it will be a nice, refreshing thing to experience. I'm almost around World Showcase. We did like a quick lap and checked out some of the food options, which I think my plan will be in between my different lightning lane activities to stop at some of the food festival stuff and try a little bit more of that. And then I'm thinking I might wait for Frozen towards the end of the night. Either that or sample more foods. So I'm heading to Soarin' now, and after that I'll be back to Ratatouille in France. I have a little bit of time in between after that, so I'll probably grab a few snacks and then head over to Guardians of the Galaxy, which is my big highlight for the day. Or I'm assuming it will be. I don't know. I haven't been on it yet, so I suppose I should wait to make that statement. But after that, I have my test track, lightning lane, and then that's it for lightning lanes. So my day is a lot more like boom, 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 doing a lot of stuff. It's also been raining on and off the entire day, which was not in the forecast. So now my shoes are wet. And they're the only like nice walking pair of shoes I brought on this trip. I guess that's a problem for future me. All right, got off Soarin' over California, not around the world this time, which was just as wonderfully scented as I remember it. I love the smell of the pine trees, and that's what I remember doing as a kid. So it's cool to experience that again. If you've never been to Disney with the lightning lane system, do be aware that it's not, you know, immediately you walk on the ride. You do have to wait a little bit. But luckily, as a single rider, I get placed pretty quickly. So I am now heading back over to France for my lightning lane for Remy's Ratatouille adventure, which I've not been on yet. So I'm excited to see what that's about. So I'm heading over in that direction, and then I think afterwards I'll get a couple snacks and then head over to Guardians for my lightning lane for that. And I like low I just experienced Remy's Ratatouille adventure and I was really impressed. It's one of those trackless dark rides, so the technology of the ride is super cool. It was comparable, I feel like, to something you might see at Universal. It definitely seemed like more high-tech, a little more screen-based than some of the other rides here at Disney. But I think that it's a really nice addition to their lineup. It's really cute. It puts you in the perspective of one of the little rats in Ratatouille, which is super cute. I love that movie. And it was a cute ride. It definitely spends a little bit you know, not too intense, but it's really cute. It's really cute. That's how I feel about it. Would ride again. It's cute. All right, here I have the beignet entrée fromage. I do not speak French, so hopefully that was all right. But this is from the France Pavilion as part of the Food and Wine Festival. And it is quite delicious. You can see I took a few bites out of it already. But the bread itself, it's sweeter, so it does have that more of like a beignet taste. I wouldn't call it a dessert per se, but it is sweeter than I thought it would be. But it is very good. 10 out of 10 would eat again, would recommend. Delicious. Okay, I treated myself to a beverage. I'm stuck in French mode. I don't speak French. But I got the toasted coconut float. There are a lot more words in that title and I just don't remember them all. And I'm holding too many things to like pull out the guide. So, something like that. And there is Dole at the bottom, which I think has melted into the drink at this point. So I guess I grabbed this spoon for nothing. But it is very tasty. It was boozy on the first drink, which is what I ordered, to be fair. A little more than I was expecting. So I am going to enjoy this multicolored creation as it looks on camera. And I did pick up a lightning lane for Spaceship Earth, just because I could. And I have about like a half hour to kill before I can go ride Guardians. So I'm gonna finish this up and check out Spaceship Earth.
A miraculous spaceship. Our planet is sailed through the universe of time.
Alright, just got off Spaceship Earth and I'm going to walk over in the direction of Guardians. Not gonna lie, I have not checked my clock, phone. My watch broke and I'm still annoyed about it. But anyways, I don't know what time it is, so I might be a little early. I'm not sure how long I have to wait before I can hop in my queue. Probably should have checked the time before filming this section, but I didn't do that. There she is. I've never seen Guardians of the Galaxy, so hopefully I will be able to figure out what's going on. I have a few minutes before I can enter my lightning lane, so I might scope out this area. I haven't really spent a lot of time in this section of the park, so I don't really know where anything is. Alright, I have survived Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind and buckling because I have plenty of thoughts. First one is, it is significantly darker outside now than when I entered the queue, which either means it's just the winter or I'm about to get poured on. So we'll figure out which one of those is. But the ride. I did purchase the lightning lane for $15 to guarantee I would be able to enter the queue versus joining the virtual queue, which I tried to do this morning at 7 a.m. and I was on there at 7 a.m. and did not get to enter the virtual queue. So I'm really happy that I paid the $15 to guarantee I got to ride. The ride itself, it was very impressive. Of course, it's not quite as thrilling as, say, the roller coasters at Universal. I don't think it's able to compete with those ones on like a thrill level perspective, but in terms of technology, execution, plotline, really well done. The pre-show was awesome, even though I haven't seen the Guardians films. I felt like I had a good idea of what like the storyline was and what was going on. And kind of like the goofy personalities of the characters as well, especially throughout the ride. You can really see like they're more of goofy superheroes versus like super serious, which was fun. I do wish it was a little longer. I know it's one of the longest like indoor roller coasters ever built. I felt like while there was a lot of the ride, I felt like I wanted more. Like I wanted like a launch or something. I wanted more forces maybe, or something like more exciting to happen. in terms of like what the actual ride itself was doing. There was a lot of screens in it, but I didn't feel like that took away from the actual storyline and experience. It's very dark inside, kind of like a Space Mountain type of feel with like the stars. So it was really pretty setting, and you might have heard about this ride, but there is onboard audio, which, having been on that ride and that experience, I was like, I think more rides definitely should have onboard audio. And from my understanding, there's like different songs that you can get. I got Everybody Wants to Rule the World by Tears for Fears, it was very fun. I think that definitely added to the experience, and I think I've heard somewhere that Disney coasters will like blow wind in your face so you feel like you're going faster, and it was exceptionally windy in there, so I feel like that was definitely part of the experience. Yeah, overall, absolutely would ride again. Fantastic ride. Probably my favorite ride in Epcot now. Would love to ride it again, but I don't think I can purchase the Lightning Lane twice in one day. I have the Lightning Lane for Test Track coming up. I'm right by Mission Space, which I've never done because I've heard that it's like very forcefully intense, that it can make people nauseous. So I might try that out. I don't know. If I don't, I'll cut it out of this video and you'll never know. I don't really want to leave this area because Test Track is right here. So again, I didn't check the time after I got off the ride, so I really don't know when I can hop in that queue. But I think my plan for the evening will be definitely to get on Test Track, probably grab some more food. So I'm gonna try to kill some time if I have to before riding Test Track, and then enjoy an evening of delicious items. Well, it is now proper nighttime out here, and in waiting for my Test Track Lightning Lane to be ready, I did book a quick Lightning Lane for Mission Space, and I did do the more intense version, which I was honestly nervous to do because like everywhere in the ride it says like this ride is super intense, this ride is super intense, and I was like, okay, well I ride a bunch of roller coasters, so I should be fine. And I was. I do think if it was any longer than it was, I would be like, I'm done, this is enough. It was very intense. The description was accurate, so if you ride a roller coaster and you're like, man, the forces weren't good, that is a ride you will probably enjoy. It was quite intense, but it wasn't as bad as I thought, because sometimes the motion simulators do make me a little queasy, but I didn't think it was unbearable. I would not want to do it twice in one day, but I'm glad I tried it at least once. They do assign each party member different like jobs, or there's like different buttons that you push during your flight, and I was in a group of 4 single riders, so that made for some funny experiences, and the fact that none of us knew each other and we were piloting to Mars together. So I do believe it is time for me to ride Test Track, which I'm pretty excited about. I haven't been on this ride since I was a kid, and I believe they've redone it a bit since then. So I'm gonna hop on Test Track, and then I think after that I would have gone on all the rides that I really wanted to today. So I think I might grab some more food afterwards, maybe another drink, and then I might wait out Frozen depending on how long the line is. I'm thinking I might head out a little bit early depending on if I ride Frozen or not. So for now, it is Test Track time. Well, I just got off Test Track, which is very loud when you're trying to talk into a camera, but that ride has really changed since the last time I've been on it. Granted, I was like 8 years old last time, and I don't remember it super well. Basically now, before you enter like the ride area, you design a car that's like scanned with your ticket or your magic band, and then it like tests how everyone's cars are efficient compared to each other's, which I did not know this was a competition. So I made my dream car, which is a hot pink, compact, energy efficient little car. So needless to say, it did not perform the best against some of the other vehicles in the party that I was put with, but I was one of the most energy efficient vehicles of the day, so I'll take that as a win. And that, I believe, concludes all of my lightning lane. So I think my plan is to grab a few more snacks, try out a few more things from the food and wine festival, and then I think I will end up waiting out the line for Frozen. It'll actually be my only standby line for the day, which is kind of crazy to say. I feel so bougie, like, yeah, I spent what, the $20 to get Genie Plus or whatever, but I usually don't get like fast lanes when I go to parks. So I think I am satisfied with my day here at Epcot so far. And for, you know, a more spontaneous trip, we're only having like had the tickets 2 days in advance. I think because I knew how to use Genie Plus already, more or less, that has really helped get through the day because I was able to schedule out everything I wanted to ride. Really guarantee I was able to ride everything. So that, I think, was a big help. It started raining again, so I'm gonna try to make this quick, but from Hawaii I did get the pineapple wine and then a passion fruit cheesecake, which I haven't eaten yet, so I'm gonna try to do that while holding the camera so I can at least tell you how it tastes. Divine. I'm not really a nut enjoyer. There are some nuts on top of it, but I'm still gonna eat it. What the heck? I'm sorry this is so blurry. It's just raining. Ow. So the line for Frozen is currently 105 minutes. That's kind of not the vibe. So I'm gonna continue to walk around World Showcase. It's about 7:30, so I still have some time. I think I might do a little more exploring, get another snack, and then maybe head back over to Frozen. In the meantime, I actually just went to the China Pavilion and saw the Reflections of China film, and it's like a 360 film, so there's like screens all around like this entire circular room. But anyways, I'm really glad I saw it actually, and it really showed a lot of aspects of China that I didn't know about, and I'm still salty for my public school system never teaching me about Asian history. So I'm glad I got a little bit in here at Disney World. Alright, I've made a decision. I'm going to go back to the Japan booth for the Food and Wine Festival and get the, I want to say it's a teriyaki chicken bun, but I'm gonna get that, and then I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and wait and stand by for Frozen. Alright, so I got 2 more items. The first one is the sake passion fruit cocktail. Was this an impulse buy? Yes, but I do not regret it one bit. This is amazing. It tastes so good. I want to drink more of it. My camera is blurry. Incredible. It was so good. Okay, I'm trying to unwrap this teriyaki chicken bun. I'm probably gonna eat the rest of it in line for Frozen, but I do want to try it so I can give you a proper reaction. That's pretty good. It's lightly spiced, which I like. Not too bad. Alright. I'm going to take these delicious, delicious items and head back over to Frozen. Alright, the camera might be a little blurry. It's dark. It's drizzling a little bit. How it's gonna go. But I have once again abandoned my plans of riding Frozen because the wait was 2 hours long. So I'm heading back to the front right now. This is going to conclude my day at Epcot. And overall, I had a really good experience. I was a little concerned because I wasn't coming from open to close that I wouldn't be able to get everything done that I wanted to. Had to come here with like little kids, I think I might have needed more of that time. Also, shout out to the Disney parks for having the best loose article policy ever, which is basically like all your stuff rides with you. And that works out really well, of course, for Disney because they don't have super high thrill rides. Of course, if you have a backpack and you're trying to ride like Fury 325, that's not gonna work. But it works very well for Disney, and it does make your day a lot simpler. Genie Plus kind of negates that if you're not like sure how to use it in terms of simplicity, but I was a little concerned because I didn't have this trip like planned super far in advance that I wouldn't be able to get as much done as I wanted to, but I was pleasantly surprised that I was able to ride everything I wanted to, and even a few little extra things that I didn't expect to get on today. Because I had purchased the Genie Plus, that did save me a lot of time, which I think I would recommend to anyone going to the parks. But it can get very expensive, and I do wish the Food and Wine Festival, I was disappointed that they didn't have like a punch card system where you can just pay for like 5 or 10 items at once, so then it makes it harder to track how much you're spending and how much you're consuming. So I think I would have preferred if they offered that type of option. But overall, I am very pleased with my day here at Epcot. I feel like Epcot is the most like adult of the Disney parks, partially because drinking around the world is so popular. I didn't do the full set of countries. I'm not rich. Between like food, Genie Plus, and just like the ticket itself, I would say that I spent somewhere between like $250 and like $300 just on one day for one person, which, yes, everything I spent money on I think was worth it, but it is just ridiculously expensive if you're coming with like a family. So I understand why this is like a once in a lifetime place for a lot of people, which is kind of unfortunate because I think if people were able to afford it more, they would come more often. I mean, I know some people get the vacation club and come here every year, but I don't know. I'm more of the belief that I would like to see as much of the world as I can rather than going to the same spot. Thank you for watching this video and coming along with my journey. I'm walking under Spaceship Earth right now, so that's why my face is different colors. But again, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. I know I'm not the most consistent with posting, but I will create them as I have the time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again on another future video. The wind is not being kind to my bangs.